Parents and teachers say the Garfield Heights school superintendent has been dodging questions regarding the district's brutal student violence.
The problem there has gotten so bad that many teachers have just called it quits. 19 investigator Mike Mason has been pressing school officials for some answers here. Has our story.
Dr. Richard Reynolds has been the district's superintendent for more than 2 years. Some say he hasn't done enough to address student violence, but according to him, things have improved since he took the job.
Students grabbing their cell phones, recording brutal fights breaking out at Garfield Heights schools. Some happened more than a year ago, others breaking out just a few months ago. Meanwhile, teachers have had enough. Records show that so far this year, dozens have resigned. 19 Investigates has been reporting on this issue for months. We tried speaking with Superintendent Richard Reynolds after last week's board meeting. He wouldn't answer our questions on camera, but said he'd consider responding in writing.
Well, I'd like to ask you now about the student violence and the teacher resignations.
As we discussed. I will send you that information as we discussed.
A few days later, Reynolds did email us, but he didn't answer any of our questions. Instead, he wrote, "Incidents of fighting and violence involving students as coded in the system used by the district to track such information from the 2023-24 school year are down by 25% district-wide compared to the 2022-23 school year." However, Reynolds didn't share any data to back up his claim or explain what the district has done to reduce the violence.
We asked Reynolds for more information, including a breakdown of those numbers, so we could compare them with previous years. We'll, of course, keep you updated. Mike Mason, 19 News.